Now pay attention, 007. I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleed.
And the second?
Always have an escape plan.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Christopher Morales, that one Bond guy, and today is, yes, the day, my collection 2021 video update, and I am so excited to have you guys here. First off, welcome in, welcome to my place, welcome to my Bond lair, Bond room, whatever you'd like to call it. This has been a culmination of a whole year and so many memories and so many pieces in this collection that have just come through the door, and I am so excited to be sharing with you guys this video. I told you a year ago I would do this, and I wanted to keep to my word. I kind of wanted to see the progress a year in the future and kind of look back to see where I came from, and it's mind-blowing looking back at the first video. And if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check it out. I'll have it linked in the description below so you can follow me on my journey from back in 2020. But yeah, everything that has happened since then has been insane. The people I have met through collecting certain pieces, but more than anything, it's the story behind each piece that means the most to me. And that being said, with no further ado, I welcome all of you to my James Bond Collection Update 2021. Let's get into it, shall we? First off, we are greeted with a beautiful Skyfall framed picture here, which I was gifted for my birthday last year. And that is the entryway to what we've all been waiting for, the 2021 Bond Collection video. Let's head in. Starting right here in this corner, I like to call this my Bond music corner, where you can find literally all my vinyls. I found these very nifty vinyl display shelves on Amazon for a really good price. So if you have vinyls out there, definitely invest in these. These not only make a great display case, but it is really cool on the wall. So definitely add some character to the room, some great art, because I absolutely love the vinyl artwork here. Panning over to the right is a very important shelf. First, you can see the beautiful decks of cards that I've collected over the years. Obviously, the Theory 11 007 cards, absolutely beautiful deck. If you have not picked up one of these, I highly recommend adding one of these to your collection. They're absolutely beautiful. And then also just a couple fun 007 themed cards that I've collected. Just this one was actually gifted, these two actually gifted to me by Mr. David Zaritsky. Super fun, you know, just regular playing cards, but obviously with the 007 theme to it. And then just some fun kind of prop pieces here. You actually use those a lot whenever my friends come and hang out and we play cards, so I definitely use a lot of these. So these are not just for show. So scrolling over to the right, we have my very special case that houses all of my watches, and as you can see, all my pieces, a tool here, a couple bracelets, a couple fun Bond related watches, just some that I've collected when I was younger. This actually, that Timex right here is my first watch that I've ever gotten. I was gifted that on my, I believe it was my 6th, 7th birthday. So I've had that and it's been ticking ever since. Just kind of wear it every so often. Obviously my blue Fossil FB01. And then right here is my daily wear, another Fossil FB01, my black-faced version with the Blue Sharks NATO Goldfinger homage strap, which I absolutely love. And it looks absolutely killer on this watch. And then here we go, some more fun goodies here, kind of more props here. I got some Floating Dragon Skyfall chips, and then the Bond Experience chips, and ooh, I got a Mr. Bud West is the Bond Brain. Follow him on Instagram and on iTunes. I got a cool chip from him. You're gonna see many of these here throughout the Bond room, because I have a lot of those fun little stickers from the Bond community around. Here's the Omega Bond Watches No Time to Die themed sticker. And then you guys probably have seen this right here. Just wondering what this is. This is actually my 20th birthday. It was my cake topper, so you can definitely see it's Daniel Craig's silhouette from Casino Royale. Such a really amazing cake that family friend put together. I believe I posted about it on my Instagram, so I'm sure if you scroll through my feed you can see it. Alright, and then as we move to this section here, this is definitely one of the biggest pieces that you see when you walk into the Bond room. This is actually a real jukebox record player from the 50s. It was my great-grandmother's, and it's something I was able to get a hold of. She's no longer with us, and I know I explained a little bit in my last year's video, but it means a lot to me, and it definitely has those Bond vibes, and I wanted to have it just to not only have a piece from her with me always, but a awesome way to display some of my more valuable goods that you will begin to see appear, which, yes, my collection of Tom Ford sunglasses, which I absolutely love and adore and wear all the time. Starting from the top, a very, very special pair. These are obviously the Snowdens, and I was actually gifted those, and honestly guys, out of all these glasses, these mean the most to me, because Mr. J. Sadowski from James Bond Classified gifted those to me when I first started posting about Bond stuff on Instagram. I did an interview with him, and he said he had an extra pair, and he gifted them to me, and it was an amazing moment, and really a preference of what was to come from this amazing Bond community. It was fantastic. Now moving down here, of course, we got the Henrys from Spectre, and my newest pair, which I've gotten a few months back, but I say my newest because I haven't gotten any other glasses lately, are the Marcos from Skyfall. So still have a lot of the cloths and the packaging, just haven't decided to take them out, but they are all out here on display on my very special jukebox here for all to see. And then down here I actually have, these are Mr. Ed Maggiani, who is a prop creator, prop maker in the Bond community. I know Mr. David Zaritsky has a few props from him, but he did an amazing job recreating the World Is Not Enough X-ray glasses. So I grabbed a pair of these. These were super, super cool, super fantastic. So shout outs to him. Thank you for doing that. And if you have a chance to go check out his page, do it. He has a lot of awesome props from the films, all the films. All right, and as you begin to notice, this is the brand, I guess you could say luxury brand portion of the jukebox. Obviously on display I have my Omega Lifetime magazine from Omega, the No Time to Die edition, which an amazing story to that is I was looking everywhere. I went to go visit my sister in Arizona, and even in the shops in the boutique there, that they didn't have it because the movie was being postponed. I happened to go check with the wonderful guys in the Roseville Galleria boutique, and they had this one which was actually on hold for a customer that didn't come through, and they said they wanted me to have it, and they gifted it to me right then and there, and it was such an amazing moment. They always are super amazing at the Roseville Galleria location. They treat me so well. Have gifted me some little knickknacks in the past, and definitely going to be a part of my Omega journey once it's time. These should be familiar to everyone who's been following NPL. These are the gloves, the cashmere lined gloves that I use every winter. Absolutely love these. I've had these for 2 years. Shoot, I think a year, 2 years, and they still look absolutely fantastic. They feel so incredibly soft. One of my first big luxury purchases, I guess you could say, because NPL being the luxury cashmere brand, along with the Bond brand, I mean, this was something I also saved up for a long time, and I was super excited to receive that. And even though I got one of these, just one little purchase from NPL, they continue to send me catalogs and a lot of emails, and there's just goes to prove that they're such an amazing brand, especially when it comes to Bond. Another one of Mr. Ed Maggiani's pieces, he made me a custom MI6 identification badge. I have another one that actually is Bond's and on display on another shelf, which I'll show you. Moving down here, I have my rather sad and oh my god, the guys, the Bond Army and Caleb Daniels from Commando Bond are gonna laugh their heads off when they see this. This is a prop PPK. I don't even think it's a PPK because it's so inaccurate. But I got this off eBay just to have on the shelf display, and you can tell that I've played around with it a little bit too much because the trigger guard's missing. But anyways, it's next to this wonderful patch that Commando Bond, Caleb Daniels, gifted me a while back. And then another little fun prop, you guys will recognize this from GoldenEye, the little sheet of paper that prints out from the DB5 when Bond is investigating on the top. You guys probably have seen the post I've created of this, but one of the newest acquisitions I've gotten off eBay. Really ridiculous, really large, but really awesome. This is my first standee ad. Obviously it's the Heineken ad from Skyfall, which is super cool because this had to be pre-released because it said in theaters in November. So this is really such a kind of piece of history to have, which is super cool. Also tying in another Bond brand, Heineken, really fun. And yeah, this is new. I have a mini fridge in my room, guys. No kidding. This is the Bond Community mini fridge that houses all my waters and sodas and whatever else I can fit in there. And I have a bunch of fun Bond Community stickers that I've turned into magnets. Obviously you see Omega Bond watches, Ladies Who Bond, a couple of my own, Quantum of History, Donnie right there. So really awesome. I found this actually at, I believe, Lowe's or Home Depot, I forget, but it's a vintage or retro rather Frigidaire mini fridge, and it's absolutely fantastic. Keeps all my drinks nice and cool. Moving on top, I have a couple fun goodies. Start of my Zippo collection here. This one was actually gifted to me for my birthday. A friend of mine gave that to me, and then this one was gifted to me from my parents. The 007 stainless steel Zippo lighter, and they even see here, they even engraved it for me. So really cool, fun thing to start collecting. I really like old-fashioned Zippos. I think they're super fun. Just a cool Casino Royale picture here, and then I have a couple Bond Community mugs. I got this supporting Harris Thomas and JBR, James Bond Radio. I don't know if you guys can notice, but the whole vibe and the whole idea behind this is trying to make this space as open and as fun as possible. Obviously the biggest thing you guys have probably noticed is the fact that my bed is gone, and I've opted for more of a couch with now I have a coffee table, which I call my crate from Q Branch coffee table, and a mini fridge along with my media center here. So obviously you guys can see the vibes, trying to make this as open as possible, making it a very fun and inviting place where Bond fans, friends alike can just hang out and have a good time. All right, now this is something that I've worked on and I'm very proud of. I mean, as you can see, there's a ton of stuff going on up there. Still trying to work on the lighting situation. Thank goodness I have my ring light so you guys can all see. But there's tons and tons of stuff up here. This is my little Bond brand, I guess, corner. Everything and anything Bond brand related is up here. I mean, starting with the Parker Jotter pen from GoldenEye. There's a couple things that I've been gifted, actually, that has been added up here. The Spectre Heineken bottle was gifted to me, and that Casino Royale ticket stuff was actually gifted to me. My first bottle of Florist with the amazing message that they handwritten, which just goes to show that whoever did that must have been a Bond fan, because I had a feeling they were going to either type it or just, you know how they do the personal messages sometimes. Behind are two actual bottles of the 007 Special Cuvée Bollinger, which are unopened, and they're back there waiting for my 21st birthday. The Royal Mint coin that I got a few months back, and then a sample which was actually gifted to me by Mr. David Zersky of, I believe, a Brioni cocktail cup sample. So it's part of the shirt that, you know, Brioni and Bond, which was Pierce Brosnan's Bonds, and a little bit of Daniel Craig's and Casino. Some Oliver Brown stuff, and there's the identification card, the ID card that Ed Maggiani did, but for Bond. And then, of course, the ultra famous DB5 on full display. Some fun Bond experience packaging and more NPL stuff, and then way in the back, which I feel so bad for, and I need to work on figuring out how to display them, because I don't care what people say, they're fun, are the Funko Pops. I have all the Bonds. I was worried about getting the whole collection because I didn't know where I was going to put them. You guys can obviously see my space here is getting a little bit limited. You guys have probably noticed, what the heck is this cord doing right here? I love this. My 007 bar light. Yes, that was an amazing story. Half of these unique Bond items I found on Facebook Market. I'm not even joking, you guys. This was found on Facebook Market. I got it for about 10 bucks. Somebody was selling it. They actually had, I guess they threw parties together, like themed parties, and this was part of their, I guess, storage bin garage for the Bond themed, spy themed parties, and I had to grab it because this is one of my favorite pieces I have. I mean, this is so unique, so retro, so fun. Eventually, when I have my own bar, Bond bar, home bar, I'm gonna definitely have that up there on display. But for now, it looks really, really rad in this corner, kind of just highlighting some of the posters we'll get to in a minute. And obviously, this is my closet space where I have my suits. So right now it's spring, summer, so I have my kind of summer wardrobe out. This obviously is my Oliver Brown Thunderball shirt. I have Tommy Bahama, which is just something fun, kind of an homage to the Diamonds Are Forever shirt, I guess you can say. And then these should look very familiar. My Barber Commander jacket from Skyfall, super happy to have that. And then my RGT No Time to Die jacket, which I live in this thing. It's fantastic. And then moving around the closet / Bond branded area, I have fun postcards that I just put on the edges of the wall just because I wanted to take up some space, and they were gifted to me. And I think they're absolutely fantastic. And then up here, very top, is a very special part of my collection. It is the Bond community corner or wall that I have all the letters and fun things that people have sent me in the Bond community. I have them all framed just because they mean a lot to me, and a very special place for me. It is a community wall that I hope will grow bigger in the future, which I have a feeling it definitely will. Now, moving to the other side of the room, my door is obviously filled with posters. Why not? Original Moonraker poster and the Living Daylights poster. Really, really awesome poster here that I will definitely need to get framed soon, but I just couldn't keep it folded up. I wanted to just display it because obviously it's Bond. Then moving to this wall, this is a very special wall to me as well because this is consider it my Bond community art or fan art area. Starting it off, we have basically the spies who started it for me and introduced me to this wonderful genre is Eggsy and Harry from Kingsman. The marker paintings or marker portraits that you see are done by, forgive me if I butcher your name, but a Mr. Robert Blick from Instagram. I saw these and I fell in love with them, and I wanted, especially the Kingsman ones, because they're so different, and Kingsman means a lot to me. And then obviously the Sean Connery and Roger Moore I had to grab, but I actually won a free portrait from Tailors with Love. Mr. Peter Brooker did a contest where I won the Roger Moore. Down here I have a really cool limited edition 5,847 out of 15,000 portrait of Pierce Brosnan done by Tom Bates for GoldenEye. And then I have Mr. Billy Bond's art, the Dead or Alive portrait of Daniel Craig and Spectre. Loved this portrait. The colors are amazing. He is extremely talented. And then I have a few fun ads that are actually from the 60s. Like, these are actually newspaper clippings that I framed. I got, I think, a batch of these off of eBay. So I got that one, and the Sean Connery Jim Beam one, and then another Sean Connery Jim Beam. All from a little pack on eBay. Somebody was selling them. Had to grab them and frame them because they just look so awesome. One of my all-time favorite, because obviously you guys can see I have a giant standee of an ad, and I love the advertisements for Bond, whether they're clothing or just the brands that have sponsored Bond. And this one is my Bollinger from 1997, the Tomorrow Never Dies film and Bollinger advertisement. Absolutely love Pierce in this picture. And then I have a Smirnoff from Tomorrow Never Dies ad as well. Really cool. It says how to relax and unwind after saving the world, which is absolutely perfectly said. And then right next to me, as I pan out here, this is obviously I call this my ultra famous, another thing that you notice off the bat when you walk into the room is my GoldenEye Fleming inspired chair. I do all my work, all my editing, all my videos, you know, everything is done in this chair. And you guys can see obviously next to it is the amazing Sean Connery portrait done for me, fully custom. I have the whole video done on that, on specifically this, because the story behind this piece right here is beyond words. It was an amazing experience done by a local artist here in Sacramento. So I'll go ahead and link that video. Here's my reading area, my little small, because I have to deal with the space thing here, small table, with my reading lamp, and I got another Funko. Here houses my cufflinks and tie bars. And then obviously I have my books here, a book that I'm reading or whatever happens to be there, you know, whether it's my drink or whatever. That's where I have ready to go, sitting, so I can sit right there. Oh, and by the way, shout outs to my old logo with my old shirt. I just gotta start making new shirts soon, but that's another story. Another fun area here houses my board games. Really awesome. This is actually a VHS display case for The World Is Not Enough. Just fantastic image appears here. This is the Ultimate James Bond Monopoly board game, which is another Facebook Market find. I kid you not, $5 for this guy, which I got at 12 in the morning, which that's a crazy adventure. Now, of course, the biggest image that you guys see in the room has to be the man himself, Mr. Ian Fleming. I found this picture online. It looks just like a painting, although it's just a poster. I searched everywhere for the perfect frame and I found it, and he is up front and center where he belongs, the man who started it all. And that kind of concludes my fan art, Bond art side of the room. Right, the media center, which houses all my books, my video games, a few fun images. There's some more images from my ID that Mr. Ed Maggiani created for me. Some more Bond stickers, community stickers, a little DB5, my regular DVD collection of films, all the way up to Quantum. I need to get the rest, but these I have just in case if I go and travel. And there's no place to have Blu-rays, because I do have my Blu-rays in the front room, which is where we watch the films, and that's our movie room. These are always our backups, just in case, because we know regular DVDs can work anywhere, and why not have multiple collections of Bond films? Why not? And then, of course, my Kingsman films. Down here is just random aviation stuff, because as you know, I am studying aviation for college right now. My book, trying to get the black and white collection completed, and also the Penguin series completed, because I absolutely love the Penguin series artwork for the covers. And then back there in the middle, you can kind of see right there in the between the encyclopedia and then the Man with the Golden Gun, Mr. Joe Darlington, being James Bond, pretty much my Bible. That's what I started reading before any of the Bond books, actually, so shout outs to him. Full of fantastic knowledge and of just living like Bond and being James Bond. So if you're a Bond fan and you don't have that book, are you a Bond fan? Question mark. For my cocktail, Shaken, the official James Bond cocktail book. So, little small and meek collection of books, but nonetheless, I am continuing to grab what I can to make my collection larger, and I'm sure by this time next year, for the 2022 collection update, you'll see many more books. Panning over here, yes, it looks like a crate that has been sent from Q Branch, but it's my coffee table, housing all the Bond magazines that I've collected, and some more Bond branded magazines and literature. Got a couple Omega Lifetime magazines, the Enfield 007 collection, just another Enfield spring collection catalog, and then the No Time to Die special edition, talking about all the outfits that were inspired in No Time to Die. Back to the man who is and will always be Bond, Sir Sean Connery, at the forefront of my all-time favorite, and I'm biased because this was the first completed thing I've done in my collection, and that is my pride and joy, my poster wall, holding all of the films from Dr. No till No Time to Die, and it's something that I've told myself I was going to do, and I was going to complete, and I did. And literally, it's the biggest thing that you noticed when you walk into the room is the poster wall. One thing about Bond posters is that they invoke emotions and feelings of your childhood or watching this film for the first time, the action, the music, everything, just by a simple image, and that is why I wanted to make sure I did it. So, obviously, from Dr. No to No Time to Die, I am truly proud of what I accomplished with this poster wall. I think last time I was still working on it. I'm actually still working on it. I need a Spectre poster, but that is being shipped to me as we speak, so I don't have it for the video. With all of that, I know it was a bit overwhelming, and I'm sure you guys have stayed around for a lot longer than the first episode, or the first update back in 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the end of my collection. And there you have it. This has been my Bond collection 2021, and as you can see, it has definitely grown. And I want to thank every single one of you guys. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, every piece here has its own story, and that's what means the most to me. I think I've gotten inspiration by some of the big guys out there, Mr. David Zaritsky and everyone else out there with these amazing collections, and I find myself realizing I see why they do it. It's because of the story, and it's the people that you meet, and just the stories that come along with every single piece of this wonderful franchise that we know and love. And I'm just so honored to be a part of it, and a part of a fantastic community that enjoys me blabbering about and talking about this stuff. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you guys. And also too, I hope I'm an inspiration to those watching. I mean, it's crazy to think that a year ago I was just throwing up a few posters and I had a few things here and there, to now I'm here with barely any room left. I mean, you guys, what you haven't seen is the whole house has tiny bits of Bond everywhere, so I'm pretty sure I'm taking over the house, which is we'll see what the others have to say about that. I hope I'm an inspiration to you out there just starting your collection, whether you just have a small corner in your room or in your office. Doesn't matter, it's a collection, and I think it's special, and I can say for the whole community that if you say you're a Bond fan and you enjoy every aspect of it, then that's all you need. So go out there, have fun, find the little treasures, because it's all about the hunt as well. It's all about the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a fantastic time just kind of walking through my whole collection and really sitting down and remembering each and every single moment of each and every single piece. It was truly special and quite overwhelming when I think about it, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2022, because I promise I'll be back in 2022. We will see what else has been added and what new things have come upon the horizon. By then, I'm sure we would have No Time to Die, which means more things. So until then, I will see you guys very soon in the next video, and then also I will see you guys in the next 2022 update of my Bond collection. I'm Christopher Morales, that one Bond guy, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.